Hey everybody, good morning. Yesterday was Taco Tuesday, which means today is Breakfast Tostada Wednesday. We have some salsa, shredded cheese. This is some leftover taco meat. This is an optional thing. You can use bacon if you want. You can use ham. You could use chorizo would be a really good choice for this, or you can just leave off the meat altogether. So that is an optional thing, but I'm going to use my leftover taco meat from last night. And then some refried beans. I also took the liberty of making a couple of sunny side up eggs that we'll be using to top these. These aren't quite done yet. I didn't quite get them done. And I'm kind of fussy when it comes to sunny side up eggs. I really like the whites done on top. So we're going to kind of finish them in the oven when we bake the rest of the thing. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to heat up these beans just for a little while, 30 seconds. And what we're using for tostadas, I'm showing the package because basically there's a lot of different brands that use the same kind of packaging. But these are the tostadas that come in these bags. It's a horrible way of packaging because a lot of them end up cracked and broken and stuff like that. But these are wonderful. They're very authentic. And if you handle them carefully, you'll get enough whole ones out of a bag to make it worth your while. So I highly recommend. These can come from just about any grocery store. I've seen them. But you got to kind of keep your eyes open. Okay, we got our refried beans heated up here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to top our tostadas with some refried beans. I'll use up everything that I got here. And again, if you don't want to use leftovers, I like to kind of give myself an excuse to make them, but if you don't want to use leftovers, you can always crack a can of refried beans and you got your tostadas and cheese, and just dig up some meat or don't have meat at all on them, and you can make yourself a nice breakfast. Okay, so we got that. Now we're going to put a little meat on there. Yeah, not very much. You don't want to make a mountain here. You just want to kind of have a little body to it. So that's about all we got to do for that. I'm going to use some cheese, sprinkle some cheese on there. And some salsa. Use salsa according to your taste. I'm kind of a light salsa user. I don't really pile it on too much, but if you like more, use more. Now, we got to get our eggs on here. So let's see if we can do this successfully, like that. And it's hard to see, I know, but you can, if you look carefully, you can see these aren't quite cooked on the top. So we're going to finish them in the oven. So I'm going to we just have these on a cookie sheet. I'm going to drop these in the oven, not for very long. I have the oven heated to 350, and I'm going to put these in for like 3 or 4 minutes. Also, I should mention, this is kind of overkill for a big oven. I don't have a toaster oven, but this would be an ideal thing to use a toaster oven for. And in a pinch, you could really even actually microwave them, since the tostadas shell will hold up well even in the microwave for a few seconds to heat them up. So remember, we heated up the refried beans. All we're really doing is melting the cheese and finishing off the eggs a little bit. So I will see you in about 4 or 5 minutes. Okay, it's been about 4 minutes or so at 350. And I'm going to pull these out of the oven. I will caution you, these tostadas slide around a lot. You got to really be careful. They'll come right off the cookie sheet if you tip it a lot. So you can see, here's what we got. Not a lot different than it looks when we put it in. The eggs are a little bit more done, and so you can see they just slid over. So what we're going to do is serve these up, see what they look like. Let's have a taste. Man, it looks good. Normally, I got to tell you, when I'm making these for myself, and the presentation isn't that critical, I'll make the eggs over medium. But I think they look great with that nice yellow yolk. So let's break it open. Nice and crunchy on the bottom. Egg is running. Oh man, those look good. They are wonderful. They taste delicious and pretty easy to make overall. So Whenever you have some refried beans or Taco Tuesday, or trying to have leftovers, give this a try. It's a wonderful thing. I will see you next time.